begin with the Baypath Humane Society. Located over in Hopkinton, Baypath has been doing great work providing shelter, care, and loving homes for stray or unwanted animals. Earlier this week, I sat down with the Humane Society's director, along with one of her four-legged friends, to learn more about the shelter. Well, we have what we hope will be a brand new and recurring segment here on the Milford Informer coming up today. We're getting in touch with our friends over from the Baypath Humane Society. Liz is here. She is the director. We're also joined by another very special guest. We'll get to know Bo in just a little bit. But first of all, Liz, thank you so much for joining us here on the show today. First and foremost, tell us a little bit about Baypath.
Yeah, great, thank you. Baypath is a cat and dog shelter in Hopkinton. We've been there for over 30 years. We place about somewhere between 800 to 900 animals a year, cats and dogs, like I said. We get our dogs locally, local surrenders. We also are part of a program that's run by the Massachusetts Animal Coalition, and what it involves is we've all been, the staff has been trained to go out and evaluate dogs in animal controls and local animal controls and find out if they're good candidates for adoption. And there's a giant network of shelters and rescues and the animal control officers, and we all work together to place those animals in the right environment, and it just gets them visibility that they didn't have before. So we get a lot of good dogs from local, that just end up as strays that don't end up being claimed. And then we get some dogs from the south, and this is where Bo, who's right here, originated from. But we actually got him from Greyhound Friends in town, which is another rescue in town that we also work with. So we work with a lot of different, groups and people to, get animals into good homes.
And so the star of the day here is Bo. Tell us a little bit more about Bo. How old is he? How long has he been with Baypath?
Bo has been with us a couple of weeks. He's, we don't know his exact history, but he's a young guy, about a year. He, like I said, he came to us through Greyhound Friends, who, like us, they try to help. They have groups that they relationships with groups in the South that send up, nice dogs that just need a chance. And so he came over to us about a week and a half ago. He's a great dog, likes other dogs, loves people, very, very affectionate dog. We think he's probably got, hound, like plot hound in him, and probably boxer, because you can't see it right now, but when he's happy, his whole back end just wiggles like nonstop. And he's just a great young dog, but he would definitely love a family, because he is definitely an attention hog.
And that certainly seems, in my experience over the years, it seems as though a lot of people are starting to turn towards places like Baypath to look for animals, and it just seems as though the kind of companion that you get from a place like Baypath, the loyalty, the friendship, the companionship is just, these dogs are special when they come into your home.
Yeah, they are. I mean, we do the best that we can. A lot of dogs, we don't know their history. It's just the way it happens. The local strays, some of the southern dogs. So, we do our best to evaluate. When it comes to, small children, we usually like a history, like a surrender where we know the dog has lived with small children, because that can be different. We just try to do the best that we can. We don't always get it right, but we try to do the best we can to, place them in the right environment. So, we ask a lot of questions and try to get to know people and their lifestyle and try to get the right fit.
With the funding for a place like Baypath, how do you generate the funding to keep the Humane Society going?
We rely on the adoption fees and donations. Right now, we've been in this small building for over 30 years, and we don't have the space to do other services that we'd love to do, like training or educational space. We're just we're on a very small piece of property. So, right now we're dependent on the adoption fees and the donations, but we have a lot of support in our community. We've got a very, big, diverse, demographically diverse donor base. We get a lot of support.
And I also understand that you have an event coming up pretty soon that's also going to be important towards your fundraising.
Yes, yes, we have our 5th annual 5K. It's on October 26th. It's right on our website, which is baypathhumane.org. It's right at the top. This is the 5th year that we've done it. It's a lot of fun. People bring their dogs. You can bring your dog. You don't have to. But there's also like a kids run, and if you go to the website, there's all the information on signing up. This year, we've also integrated a crowdfunding option for people who want to, go out and raise some money on their own, and so that's been a big help as well. And another thing we have running right now is our 5th annual Baypath Pet Photo Calendar Contest, and that is also on our website. And it doesn't have to be a Baypath dog or cat, but it's really fun. People really get into it. It becomes a very good fundraiser for us. But we're not even halfway through. It ends in November 5th, and it gets really competitive. It's free to post an animal, and then the votes are just like $1 a vote, and all the proceeds go to Baypath. And then when it's done, we pump out a calendar, and the first place gets the cover and gets Mr. and Mrs. January, and then the rest of the months, and then we try to put as many pictures as we can, and it's a great for the 2015 calendar. So people have a lot of fun with it.
And so that's great. That's an opportunity for people with their animals at home.
Yeah.
They can submit a picture, and the winner will be
Yeah.
immortalized on the calendar
right.
for next year.
That's right. Yeah, it gets to be a lot of fun, and the Facebook posts get goofy toward the end, but people have fun with it. It's for a good cause.
That's great. So certainly an excellent opportunity for people to get involved in that. And as for the 5K, if people want to get involved in that in some way, there's still plenty of time to register and get involved.
Absolutely. I mean, you can register the same day. I know a lot of people this time of year, the weather and stuff like that. I think the ladies on the committee say that we tend to get the last 2 weeks, get a bump in the registration. I think people wait to see what the weather's going to be like. But you can do it same day if you'd like. Yeah.
Great. And I also hear that Baypath has some exciting news on the horizon that you're just starting to get some details about.
Yeah, we've been recently, a couple of the women involved with the shelter volunteer their time. It's, a couple of the staff members and a couple of the volunteers, but it's all on volunteer time to have been doing a lot of what we call TNR, which is trap, neuter, release. So that's, when there are feral cats that were never, grew up without people around, and they can't be pets. I mean, there's nothing, they're feral. But they go around, and if they're not, fixed, they make more feral cats. But when they're really young, we can take them and bring them around. We put them into foster homes. We have so many great foster homes. So recently, a couple things. We have a new email that's TNR, just because it stands for Trap, Neuter, Release, TNR at baypathhumane.org. Milford is one of the towns, as well as Hopkinton, that we are actively trapping in. We're happy to do that. We've had people reach out to us that are aware, and we like that. Let us know if they see kittens. We'll trap them, we'll get them into fosters. Ideally before they're 8 weeks old, when they're really little is when they can be socialized. But we also want to trap the adults and fix them. And Tufts is local, obviously everyone knows Tufts. Tufts does the free feral clinics. There's a lot of other groups going around that have clinics that we take advantage of. Because everyone wants to spay and neuter the ferals. We don't need more cats running around, wild cats. So we definitely encourage people to email TNR at baypathhumane.org. If we have the resources, we'll help. We'll help try to trap and get the kittens out and get them into foster homes. So we definitely encourage people to reach out, definitely in the town of Milford, absolutely.
Just another one of many just important services that are going on there right now. And obviously there may be people who are just hearing about Baypath for the first time in this piece. So where are you located? Where can people go down to actually visit you guys in person? Yeah,
we're at 5 Rafferty Road in Hopkinton. We're right by the state park on just a quiet road. Surrounded by woods, which is really nice. We have outside pens where, weather permitting, the dogs get to hang out during the day. We're really small, but we have a lot going on. And we have a cat room. We've taken a lot of the cages out, so most of the cats are milling about, when they're spayed, neutered, and up to date. And a little outside cat enclosure where people can go and just sit and hang out with the cats and see who comes up to them. And the kittens are usually running around there too. So, you know, it's small, but it's kind of a fun place.
Well, I can tell you that if the animals at the Humane Society are anything like Bo,
I know, he's so good.
There are a lot of reasons to go down and check things out down there, and also all of the information as well will be here available for you on the screen. A lot of things going on, the calendar, the 5K, a lot of great things going on down at the Humane Society, and we certainly hope that this is far from the last time we're going to speak with you guys. But in the meantime, Liz, Director of Baypath Humane Society, again, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Thanks.